Assalamu alaikum guys, may peace be with you. Welcome back. As I said, we gonna now onboard all of these edges. I'm gonna switch on all of them one by one. While I do this, I also need to monitor my. It's good to monitor CPU usage and memory usage too, because uh, this vManager and all these controllers, they require higher memory and high CPU utilization. And I got quite few of these nodes as vEdge, and these controllers are running. On top of that, I have all of these nodes, so it's a bit heavy lab. So if we can see, we need to monitor our system performance as well. So I have now these three ons. Let's turn on the fourth one too. So first I'm gonna do onboard all of these sites, and then I will onboard my headquarter site too. It depends on you which one you wanna do first. You can you wanna do your headquarter site first. You can do that. I'm just leaving this behind because I this is bit different configuration. So these all are more similar configuration. That's why I want to do that beforehand. So you can see I have my memory 85% used, and then CPU is between 90 to 80%. And one more thing I would like to say, once you have your lab running, especially your controllers, vBond and vSmart, they are alright. If you uh, shut them down and then turn them back on, they're normally okay. And similar this vEdges, but only vManage sometimes it plays up. Uh, Once you have up, I would suggest let it run until you finish with your complete lab. Otherwise, if you going to switch them off, especially vManage, sometime it plays up it and doesn't come back. Then in that case, you need to actually wipe it off and restart, rebuild, like here. You need to wipe, and this will actually remove all of your configuration. You have to start from the scratch. You have to onboard all of your controllers, VHs, and create all your policy and apply a set root certificate. Everything you have to do from again. So I suggest leave that running until you finish with your lab. Or even if it doesn't break, still it takes time to restart, and then uh, that application server that actually runs this GUI, that takes time too. So I have experienced that. So I would suggest that if once you do your lab, let your lab run. Do not shut it down. And once you finish with your lab, then you can shut shut down your controllers. Right. So let's log in to our edges and see if they have booted up. Right, guys. Uh, my edges are up and running now. Meanwhile, they were running, so I was switching over to this new piece of software. It's a very nice and absolutely brilliant piece of software. If you remember, I was using my putty, super putty, which I have now switched to this new software. Look at this. Look at these cute little penguins. They are just going all over your screen while your SSH session is like expired or timed out. So I have just recently installed this software. So I'm hopefully gonna make a new video for this, how you can set it up for your uh, lab. So I've just switched into this. So I'm gonna now use this rather than using Super Putty. Right, let's see that. Okay, you can see all of my headquarter router and all these sessions I have created here, but I can create a separate video for you guys. Uh, so let's start our configuration. So we are doing the bootstrap configuration for all of these edges, and then I'm gonna install the root certificate and onboard them to vManage. So I'm gonna do this now a little bit in fast mode. So I have already showed you this in previous videos, how you can do that. The steps we need to configure the system configuration and VPN 0 configuration. Once do that, then root certificate, and that's it. Then once we're done, we just onboard this with vManage. Right. Okay, let's log into our CLI. Admin is the password. All right, so it's vEdge one is already configured. We know that. We need to go to vEdge 2, admin, and then admin. Look at this. This is beautiful. Different colors. I really like this software. So, okay. So first time login, you need to change your password. I'm gonna keep it same. Also didn't match. Admin. Okay. So let's log into our vh3 too. vh2, vh3a, and vh5. So these are the three we're gonna change on board. Okay, so I got my config ready. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just copy paste. So let's do this onboarding vEdges. So bootstrap configuration. So this is for my vEdge1. Let's go to vEdge2. This is my vEdge2 bootstrap configuration. So let's do this. We can see that host name, organization name, site ID, and then system IP, clock, then vBond, the most important one, right? So all of these attributes are important. You need to do this. Okay, let's check that we are on a correct device. This is vEdge2, vEdge2, site 3, vEdge2, site 3, and network is 160.104. system IP 104, network is 192.168.104/30, and this is going to be right. Okay, let's chuck that config in. Copy. Oh, brilliant. Nice. Look at this. Okay, so unknown command, which one was that? Uh, Time zone, host name, system. Okay, it didn't go into under the system. System, and now let's try again. Again, misconfig SYST system IP. Okay, and then up arrow system IP. Right, so next configuration for VPN 0. Again, some under tunnel interface configuration is allowed services SSHD, allowed services netconf, and then exit, then IP route is going to be yes, not a valid .0. Okay, finally commit. I really like this interface is quite good. You can see different colors, IP addresses. Yeah, it's beautiful. Much better than the putty. Hmm. Right. Okay. So this we have done the vEdge 2. Let's go to vEdge 3. Make sure we have, because I was copying SYSDM system. That's why it didn't go. System, host name, organization name, sites, SY system IP. Let's correct this so that we don't get any errors again. Allowed services, allowed. Okay, let's do this configuration. Copy, and then let's go to vEdge vEdge 2. This is vEdge 3A, and now this is 3A. Copy, paste. Hopefully we'll no errors this time. And then VPN 0. Guys, I would recommend that you must use this software rather than using putty. So I'm gonna definitely make a separate video how you can set it up. So don't miss it out. Okay, allowed services. Allowed services. HD. Again, let's commit. Okay, 0. Okay, there is no S. Let's go to vEdge 5. Again, get rid of this because I just copy paste. That's why all of my config is not right. And then system, then services. Okay, let's copy again. All right. Hopefully this time no errors. Still one. No worries. Let's interface tunnel interface 8 interface. Which interface is this? GE0, and then allowed services tunnel interface, allowed services SHT, and allowed services netconf, and then finally commit. Right, so this bootstrap configuration is done. Now let's do the certificates. Okay, let's start from vEdge 2, exit. Now we need to go to vshell. Remember, we did vshell, and now we need to create the file. Cat, and then root ca dot root ca dot right. We go to our root certificate. Let me get my root certificate. Open in Notepad. That was root ca. Open with Notepad. Copy all the stuff. Copy, and then paste it. Brilliant, nice. I like this. Okay, so now Control Shift and D. Okay, so I think this some we need to exit from here. So let's press the Control Shift plus D. Okay, this key is a little bit, I think, mismatching because we need, as soon as I press Control Shift D, because this key is also with with this new SSH client, it just toggles the window. So I need to get around how we can actually exit from this mode. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'll be back. All right, so I think it's Control C. You can press Control C rather than pressing Control Shift plus D, because in my previous video I showed you that you need to press Control Shift D for putty, but for this new SSH client that I'm using, I can just only press Control C. Right, so this is done. Let's see ls. If the file is yet root csr is there, now we need to go. Let's meanwhile copy this all of to the others as well. Root ca, exit, and then we shall and cat root ca dot c sar CR, right? So paste again. Control C. Okay, and exit. Let's check ls, right? And now similarly, and we shall then get right. So this is copied. Now we need to install. Let's go back to our vEdge2, and command we need to do is install root ca request. Okay, exit request and root certificate chain, and then install. Then we give the path for home admin, then root ca csr. Okay, just wait for the message that if it's successfully installed. It's updating the root certificate chain. Right, so this is beautiful. Successfully. Right, look at the color. Okay, exit, and then again request root certificate chain, install, and then meanwhile it installed. Let's go and over vh5, exit, request root ca install, and then enter. Right, so on vh2 we have installed. We have completed our bootstrap configuration. We have configured the system configuration and then VPN 0 configuration for all of them, and then installed the root certificate. Right, now the final step, we need to get uh, we need to get that okay, we haven't checked the reachability. Let's check the if we have the reachability to the vManage. Ping 199.1.1.1. Yep, we have reachability. Network is there. Ping 199.1.1.1. This is our vManage. Ping 199.1.1.1. Right, so yes, so all have the reachability. Now all we need is we need to get the license, the serial number and token, and request, send the request to onboard this. Right, okay, let's go to the vManage. Let's go to our list, configuration, devices. Right, so here we have our all the serial numbers and tokens. We have onboarded only one. Let's onboarded the others. So we need to first, let's pick one of the copy and paste it into our notepad. So I have copied into my notepad for all of these three serial numbers. Now let's go back to our session. Now start with the vh2. vh2 command is request request vCloud, and then activate chassis number, paste, and then token. We need to paste this, press enter. Similarly, let's go to here, request similarly, let's go to right. So now let's go to our vManage. Hopefully we should see some activity here. It takes time. Normally it takes a few minutes to appear. My system has gone really slow. As I say, this is a big lab, and all of these controllers, they are a bit heavy on the resources. You can see almost CPU is nearly 90%, memory is nearly 100%. So that's why it's bit taking time. I'm gonna give it another few minutes and then come back and start the video again and show you the status updated here.